Let me get this.
Sergeant, Martin Luther King High School, Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, Cougar Battalion, according to Cadet Command Regulation 145-8-3, requesting permission to utilize your driller. Sergeant. Thank you, Sergeant. Awaiting press. Attention, freeze, arm, order, arm, count, all zero. Normal, march. Right, face. Left, face. Open ranks, march. Close ranks, march. Last step, march. 2, go. Left, face. Right step, march. 2, go. Out, face. Forward, march! All right, march! All right, march! All right, march! Sergeant, Martin Luther King High School, Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, Cougar Battalion, in accordance to Cadet Command Regulation 145-8-3, request permission to utilize your area, Sergeant. Thank you, Sergeant. Parade, rest. Platoon, and 15 count manual, arms. Dress white, dress. Ready, front. Carry, colors. Forward, march. Up, rail, march. Forward, march. Up, rail, march. Forward, march. Full guard, roll. Color guard, green, thanks, arms. Sergeant, Martin Luther King High School, Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, Cougar Battalion, recording something that American Regulation 145-8-3, requesting permission to utilize your adrenaline. Sergeant, thank you, Sergeant. Order, arms. Color, first, march.
Sergeant, Martin Luther King High School, Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, Cougar Battalion, and according to Cadet Command Regulation 145-8-3, request permission to utilize your area, Sergeant.
Permission granted.
Thank you, Sergeant. Order, order! Just like, just. Training Corps, Cougar Battalion, and according to Cadet Command Regulation 145-8-3, request permission to utilize your area, Sergeant. Thank you, Sergeant. Order, arms. Ready, rest. Squad, left hand, turn. Right shoulder, arms. Left shoulder, arms. Order, arms. Order, arms. Ready, rest. Squad, left hand, turn. Knock, face. Right, face. Out, face. Knock, face. Right shoulder, arms. Forward, march.
Petty Officer. Senior Army Instructor, Petty Officer.
Morning. Petty Officer. Petty Officer. Good morning, Petty Officer. Petty Officer, I'm doing good, Petty Officer.
Okay. What's AI stand for?
Petty Officer, Army Instructor, Petty Officer.
What's JCLC stand for?
Petty Officer, JROTC Cadet Leadership Challenge, Petty Officer.
Morning, how you doing?
Petty Officer. Good morning, Petty Officer.
Who's Commander in Chief?
Petty Officer. Donald J. Trump. Petty Officer.
What's SAI stand for?
Petty Officer. SAI stands for Senior Army Instructor, Petty Officer.
What's the key to success in JRTC?
Petty Officer. The key to success in JROTC is teamwork, Petty Officer.
Who are you?
Petty Officer. I'm a freshman, Petty Officer.
I like the RTC so far.
Petty Officer. Good, Petty Officer.
You want to do it for the next 3 years?
Petty Officer, could you repeat the
You want to do
question?
it for the next 3 years?
Petty Officer. Yes, Petty Officer.
Not bad. Thank you. Morning.
Petty Officer, get ready, Petty Officer.
Who are you on?
Petty Officer, Kevin Gray, Petty Officer.
What's SAI stand for?
Petty Officer, SAI Season, Senior Army Instructor, Petty Officer.
What's LET stand for?
Petty Officer, LET, Season, Leadership, Education, and Training, Petty Officer.
Who's Commander in Chief?
Petty Officer, Donald J. Trump, Petty Officer.
What's UCMJ stand for?
Petty Officer, UCMJ, Season, Uniform Code of Military Justice, Petty Officer.
Hey. What's your name?
Petty Officer. No, Petty Officer.
Me?
No, Petty Officer.
Sophomore?
Petty Officer. Yes, Petty Officer.
Not bad. Who's Secretary of Defense?
Petty Officer. Pete Hegseth, Petty Officer.
What branch of government?
Petty Officer. Executive, Legislative, Judicial, Petty Officer.
And morning, how you doing?
Penny Officer. Good morning, Penny Officer.
Who are you in?
Penny Officer, 11th, Penny Officer.
Who's the Secretary of Defense? Barron. You know?
Penny Officer. This cadet does not know at this time. Penny Officer.
What does AI stand for?
Penny Officer. Army Instructor. Penny Officer.
What's JCLC stand for?
Penny Officer. JROTC Cadet Leadership Challenge. Penny Officer.
Who's Commander in Chief?
Penny Officer. President Donald Trump. Penny Officer.
Thank you.
Officer, JROTC is good, Petty Officer.
You still doing this for the next 3 years?
Yes, Petty Officer.
Not bad, not bad. Okay. What's AI stand for?
Petty Officer. AI stands for Army Instructor, Petty Officer.
What JROTC stands for?
Petty Officer. JROTC stands for Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. Petty Officer.
Petty Officer. Good morning, Petty Officer.
Where are you in?
Petty Officer. I'm in the 10th grade, Petty Officer.
Okay. What's SAI stand for?
Petty Officer. Petty Officer. Senior Army Instructor, Petty Officer.
What are two parts of command?
Petty Officer. Coverage of Command and Command of Execution Service. Petty Officer.
What are three branches of the government?
Petty Officer. Executive, Legislative, and Judicial. Petty Officer.
Who's Commander in Chief?
Petty Officer. President Donald Trump. Petty Officer.
What do you heard from? What photos?
Petty Officer. The President of the United States. Petty Officer.
Who's that? One more time.
Petty Officer. Donald J. Trump. Petty Officer.
Thank you. Morning. How you doing?
Petty Officer. Good morning, Petty Officer.
What grade you in?
Petty Officer. 11th grade, Petty Officer.
Not bad, not bad. Who wrote the Star Spangled Banner?
Petty Officer. Francis Scott Key, Petty Officer.
Who's the Commander in Chief?
Petty Officer. President Donald Trump, Petty Officer.
What does UCMJ stand for?
Petty Officer. Uniform Code of Military Justice, Petty Officer.
Say it one more time, I can't hear you.
Uniform Code of Military Justice, Petty Officer.
Okay. Thank you.
One, two, attention! Petty Officer, Martin Luther King High School, Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, Cougar Battalion, in accordance to Cadet Command Regulations 145-8-3, Progression Mission to exit your inspection area, Petty Officer. Thank you, Petty Officer. Close ranks, march. Right, face.